Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Meredith Mindrose. I'm a universal healer and a peace visionary. And just checking the connection. Peace visionary. Okay. And okay, so today, after like a week of trying to finish some stuff, like trying to go online and do some YouTube videos. Now I actually can do some YouTube videos, even though what I want to do is not done. I'm like, okay, I'll do some and then I'll do the others. So I'm like multitasking, doing videos and stuff. Okay. So about this, the evil curse from the evil eye, from the evil stare. So there's this thing that can happen to people, and this thing is actually the evil eye curse. And the evil eye curse is like there will be people who will stare at you, and they will do so with an evil intention and an evil heart, and they stare at you. And this can even come from a family member. This can come from your closest best friends who will do it behind your back. But as soon as you look at them, they would like, oh, nothing is happening, I'm not staring at you. Or they would actually keep staring at you like they want to eat you, like there's no light within them, they just want to consume you. And I wrote down yesterday, some people will want to possess your light, but then they will erase you. So this topic in this video, I want to share about times when people are placing curse on your life through just giving you the evil eye stare. They just stare at you and then they curse you under their breath. Wait. Okay, let me just double check my okay, it's good, it's all good. Okay, so let me put together the words, because today is a video day. I think I'm just going to do all the ideas that came up, and I put the notes in my email, and I just want to like finish it off. And I'm using my bar like a high chair to put my laptop on. But so there is like a phenomena that happen when you realize somebody is giving you the evil eye. The phenomena that is happening is that you would feel this arousal, and this arousal is involuntary. It feels like your light disintegrate, and you will feel that you are not in control of yourself. You're not in control of what is going on outside of you, because someone like a predator is just watching you, and you're like in a frozen or panicking mode, but you might not even be aware of it. Some people will feel this sensation, but they are not aware that they are under psychic attack, because the evil eye is a form of a psychic attack. So maybe in this video I can share some light language so that the people who stares at you, even if they watch your video, even if they are here watching my video right now, even if they're staring at me and they're like cursing at me under their breath, whether they are people I know or don't know, it's a form of attempt of a psychic attack. And this psychic attack is to cancel you out, to cancel your energy out, to just try and to bring your vibration low. And if you are sensitive or highly sensitive empath or highly sensitive person, if you are an empath, if you are a crystal indigo rainbow children, you have a active psychic energy, it would be that you would feel out of sorts. You don't feel all right. You will feel something's off. So if you're going through something like this and you can feel the sensation of like a external vibration, like there's an energy, like bass and drums, or like the guitar bass, they have a very low frequency, or like they have a very deep frequency. It's like they echo, the bass echoes, so the energy is echoing around your aura. And when this happens, it's like you will feel lethargic, you will feel exhausted, you would feel you can't focus because the evil eye is fucking up with your vision, and somebody is giving you the negative energy attack. And I'm trying to tune back into that energy where I know someone is staring at me, and I want to hold that energy signature as an example so that I can explain it to you now. The example of that energy is very condensed, and it's a hateful, spiteful, bitter, it's very pungent, it's very kind of like sinister, it's very like their self-hatred is projected towards you. It's not that they hate you, it's that they hate themselves, that they're not like you, and they use you as like a punching bag. And when you're not aware that someone's jealous of you and you absorb that negative energy unconsciously, you start to feel self-loathing, belittling yourself, rejecting your qualities that are good. You start to see yourself like something's wrong with me, I feel something's off, I don't feel good, I don't feel like I'm alright. So some people might feel that because they don't know how to care for themselves, but this is about psychic attack from the evil eye. So if you feel that your normal self is off, and there's a evil eye, that someone a friend, a new acquaintance, a colleague, a family member who you feel is perhaps putting you at the risk of your well-being because of their jealousy or their hatred towards you because they hate themselves, or something they're not happy with, they're lashing it out to you but non-verbally, they don't confront you, they don't want to, it's just like a nemesis energy. The evil eye is like an enemy, nemesis. They don't want you to feel good. Your happiness is distasteful to them because they can taste that your happiness makes them feel their current energy as bitterness, and they project that out to you. They say, oh, you're just bitter, and they're trying to disown their emotions. They don't want to own up to how they feel. They don't want to admit that they feel jealousy, they feel insecure, that they feel unhappy looking at you being yourself and feeling free to pursue what you feel that you want to do, or having that conviction or the self-belief that you can work on your game, on your passion, on your creativity, that they just don't want, they just can't accept. And that becomes a manipulative strategy for these evil eye people to make you reject parts of yourself that was unique and positive and good and great, so that they will start possessing those qualities. And the evil eye attack will actually this like they break apart all the harmonization of your soul fragments that makes your life work smoothly. Then your life will not work smoothly anymore if you have the evil eye attacking you from these people who silently curse you under their breath because they're not happy watching you doing something that they are comparing their lives to your life, and they don't want you to feel the way that they can never feel. So one of the things that, like, the middle ground in the process of the evil eye taking effect, is that you will feel sluggish, lethargic, demotivated. Your life will not become harmonious. You won't feel like you can accomplish anything, that your goals that you always fail or self-sabotage. There is this energy that that um I don't know, because so some people would believe that you can banish, some people believe that you can transmute or alchemize or change this energy frequency. um for me, I feel like if I know the truth, like the truth sets you free, right? But it's a little bit more intricate if you um, have like a long-term evil eye cursing you. It could be from somebody who was your caretaker when you were growing up, and anything you do is not never good enough, and they can never allow you to have such happiness. And anything you do, they curse because they never want to see you succeed, that your happiness and success is a threat, because they equal you to hold their shame. So the evil eye can also be a curse that disintegrate you with lodging you. Imagine that somebody shoot you with a gun, right? And then there's holes in your body, and this evil eye attack is like creating holes in your aura, and within that aura will have many um, many holes that is going to be filled with energy that doesn't belong to you. And that is why you may feel sluggish, because you are being hooked and leeched with other people's shame, other people's bitterness, other people's unhappiness, other people's trauma, other people's fear, other people's guilt, other people's belief that is negative, and they use you as a vessel to carry their negative energy. And that is what the black sheep um, would be doing if they were in a toxic surrounding. The black sheep would carry like the collective bullshit from their environment, the black sheep. So the black sheep that is carrying all this energy will become intoxicated and will become sick and will fall apart, and their life wouldn't. So the black sheep become the sacrificed sheep, or the sacrificial lamb. And I'm losing my breath. okay. Wait a minute. The blood should become as a sacrifice. Something. Okay, let me just gather my breath and mind. Gather my breath and my mind. My breath and my mind is gathered. I think I'm tying my hair. Tying my hair so that this thing doesn't annoy me. My hair doesn't annoy me. Okay, never mind. I think it works. Okay, so just imagine, right? All this evil eye, all this unsatisfactory feeling people have towards you. They don't feel satisfied with you. They don't feel good towards you. Your presence makes them feel how deeply unhappy they are, or if they live in these competitive vibes, no one can be happy except them. No one can have money except them. No one can have friends except them. No one can have a new life beginning except them. No one can have new opportunities except them. No one can have anything except them. So there's this kind of like unhappiness, greediness. There is this sadisticness. I can't just go on and on about this, but what I want to portray is this energy signature. It means like that volume of pessimism, like being pessimistic, a negative person's energy. Imagine that you're aware. You're learning to be aware, or you're learning to recognize that the people around you who makes you feel like you have to walk on eggshells, or make you feel obligated to sacrifice your happiness and make room for their sadness or misery or negativity, that you learn to give up your happiness. You learn to feel unworthy. You learn to be helpless even when you naturally are resourceful, but you learn not to be resourceful because some people don't like you when you are resourceful, because they don't like you to be resourceful. Your independence threatens and fears them. So there's like this idea, basically a lot of fear that this person carry, and they fear that you having something would mean they won't have it. Whatever you have is a threat to what they have. You're in a very toxic environment. You can't grow in that toxic environment. And if you're stuck there, and if you're being cursed daily, like with the evil eye, like somebody's so upset with you, and it's not even about you, it's about them, but they're using you as a punching bag to spiritually attack you, to psychically attack you, to make you feel unworthy, to make you feel dumb, to make you feel insecure. But they are the creator of those emotions. They create those emotions because they never learn to control themselves, and they end up wanting to control you, because controlling you ease them the accountability that they have to become aware of their own free will and willpower. How do they choose to use their willpower? Do they choose to hate on people, be jealous of people, attack people, make people feel insecure? How you treat people is how you unconsciously treat yourself. If you try to cheat people, if you try to hurt people, if you try to con people, if you try to manipulate people, you unconsciously put that standards into your own life. And sometimes some people who gets mistreated, they know that they don't deserve it, but they're in that situation not because they deserve it, but there's a lesson there that they need to maybe work on their own self-belief. But my point is that if because everything that I say, it applies to certain circumstances and not all the circumstances. It doesn't apply to all circumstances. And my words are going crazy right now. So imagine that these humans, right, they create these emotions, and then they pass these emotions, like you become the vessel of their negative energy and you don't know it. Learn to cut people off, especially if they make you feel suicidal, especially if they make fun of your suicidal, especially if they are fucking cruel. They are heartless, but in front of others that they are pretending to be fucking caring, fucking genuine, or whatever that they choose to behave to become fake. They don't want people to know that they are very evil, and they try to paint you as evil or whatever that they try to do. I don't know if it's Archangel Metatron. You will get so tired of allowing these people to get into your head. You will get so tired, and you probably go like borderline going into a psychosis sometimes if you feel like you're trapped, and then these people won't stop attacking you. And if you are a teenager, or if you remember when you had your teenage years, and then these people around you forces you to stand up for yourself, because like you can't put up with that belittlement or humiliation. This evil eye is not just a curse. Sometimes it's physical abuse or verbal abuse or emotional abuse and psychological abuse, and also spiritual abuse, using religion to attack you. The hatred, of course you never deserve it. Of course, I just want to just observe one thing. I'm remembering several times this people give me the evil eye and stare at me, and they were challenging me. I don't know if they're aware that they look evil as fuck, like they look cruel, fucking hateful. Inside of them, they believe with their every soul, every fiber of their spirit and soul, they believe that you are the enemy, that they must destroy you so that they can feel better than you, beyond you, like a god above you. They believe that. They want to believe that they are God above you. But when it comes into the concern of, like, if the police gets involved, if public gets involved, why these people don't show the same exact attitude that they show to the victim or the target? Why do they have to pretend to be like we attack them? So just remembering, like, if you can just remember, if you've seen people stare at you with an evil hatred, bitterness, they are staring at you, and you can feel that they're wishing you ill will, they're cursing you, they stare at you with this, like, can you even believe some family members would do that? Some family members would do that to their own members of the family. That, not just like disgusting, but that hatred, that they hate somebody so much that it shows in their face, that hatred. And some people would go crazy or have a psychosis dealing with this evil. So if you've been through like this bullshit where you've suffered a lot, oh my goodness, I pray, if anybody would believe that I would pray my way, I don't know, like, it's really shitty. Like, those experiences are fucking shitty. It makes you, it really makes me feel like I don't think there's justice in the world. If there is God, why would there be so much evil? You know, like, you'd question. You would question, like, why? And some of these people, they won't leave you alone until you cut yourself or you suicide, or it's harassment. It's an energy harassment. And even if they come from your own blood, they don't want you to be happy. They don't want you to live your life. Like, it's never gonna be enough for them. They would find a way to just so if that's not enough for them, what can we do, right? What can we do? If you can survive the psychosis, if you can survive looking like shit, if you can survive the mental abuse by the evil eye attack, because what I'm explaining right now is not just evil eye from the evil eye can actually make you suicide as well, especially if you it's like a long-term curse. The long-term curse, would do you think that there's angels out there? Archangel Michael, yes, there's Archangel Michael, and you can use crystals: black tourmaline, lapis lazuli, blue chalcedony, pyrite for protection. But in this video, I actually want to just unify all those evil eye memories I have felt was casted upon me, and to share with you all, learning to cut that energy connection they have over you. And to do that, when you become aware that they force you to become a vessel of their pain, of their suffering, that you are in the target of a very sadistic, very sad person, learning to adjust your energy. I feel like you guys may need to learn energy healing or energy awareness. It means that you learn to kind of recognize your boundaries, where your energy stop and begins, where other people's energy stops and begins. So you can recognize other people's energy, and you will start to learn to cut them out of your energy, and you won't subconsciously carry any guilt or shame, because this is a very tricky subject, because there's a lot of hidden emotions in this confusion. There's a lot of hidden emotions and confusion that comes from when a person is mistreating you and abusing you. So there's a lot of psychic interrogation, investigation for you to do, because there are circumstances where you need to figure out where the energy stops and starts. So for you to figure out what is going to happen is that it may connect to your inner child healing. If it's like a long-term thing, it may connect to your inner child healing, and you have to learn to lock your energy. And by locking your energy means that you have the power to protect and shield it. But in order to do that, you need to explore your wounds. You need to explore what made you feel responsible to carry that guilt or shame or responsibility or the blame or the accountability when it's nothing to do with you. So as you learn to heal your inner child and your wounds, your emotional wounds, the emotional wounds that kept you hooked on to the energy vampires or the person who cursed you under their breath, who gives you the evil eye curse or attacking you through the evil eye and psychic attack, they cannot hook onto you when subconsciously and unconsciously you no longer can be oppressed to feel shame, guilt, bitter, hate, negative, and you have this kind of like a inner calmness or inner peace interior and a strong platinum exterior, because you just become very sharp to pick up the evil eye that is trying to persuade you to feel upset or guilty or abused or like a victim, that you no longer want to play that game. There will come a time where either you grow older and you learn, or you become wiser faster in your mid 20s, maybe. And you'd even people in their mid 50s don't learn this. You know, not everybody kind of like, oh, it's a cheat here. I feel like I got bitten. Not everybody will learn this. Okay. So um hmm? Seriously, I think I got bitten inside here. Like there's red out here. Right here. Oh yeah, here. It's not visible yet, but I think I got bitten by an ant or something. There's this girl. I know she uses like some magic, and she kind of like took personal information, and then she tried to energy vampire me from that personal information. She would kind of like utilize my vulnerabilities, and kind of like squeeze that vulnerability so that it would make me feel like itchy or or I don't know. It's like some people that I know of, they they abuse their, oh, because I'm so sleepy and exhausted, this is sucked. um they abuse their friendship, and then they would um use whatever magic that they think could have an effect. And honestly, I'm getting surprised by the people in Malaysia. Like there are a lot of people in Malaysia who actually, like, even younger than me, who is doing evil magic. And it's like, whoa, you carry that personality that you are friendly, and you have a lot of people who don't know that side of you, but you shared that side of you with me. But then at the same time, you shared that side of you, and I didn't know that you were going to use that side of you against me. There's like two people that I know of who's like, they have confessed that their family members are like people who do black magic. And I'm like, okay, but I never thought that they would use that against me though. So that's something. I feel like if there's a possibility for me to pause and like take a 5-minute nap and just come back. I don't know if it's possible. So my point is that if you guys want to heal from the evil eye, I think it's very possible that to heal from the evil eye, you got to in order for you to heal from the evil eye, work on your heart chakra, and then start becoming clear sighted and clear minded, and meditate to figure out what is behind the current obstacle. For example, if you feel demotivated, meditate on why keep asking why until you figure out the truth that sets your energy free, and then start grounding that energy, and then start building a shield of personal awareness so that you would be in control of your mind, so that any evil eye cannot distort your consciousness or your mind to make you feel negative feelings that drains your energy and keeps you in a low vibration, so that you don't align yourself to your own happiness, well-being, and life progress. And if you want someone to help you to figure that out, you can work with me in a session where I will help you to see, to work with healing your inner child, and also work to building and shielding your energy, and you can learn to cut their energy. Because when you have a strong awareness, meaning that when you know you have power, and when you know you have power, and if you can choose to not allow people to affect you anymore, and you know, like, people can scream to your face and you don't have that desire to defend yourself anymore, you'd be like so calm, and you won't be provoked anymore, and you won't feel you wanna participate in their war, that your inner peace is stronger than their invitation to fight with their shadow. You're not interested to play that role of revealing other people's shadow. You're not a vessel for other people's shadows, that you've already learned who is your shadow. You already have a shadow that have healed its inner child issues, that your inner child issues are now your inner peace strength, that your inner peace doesn't want to make space for other people's inner war, and you just become very snobbish, selective, and very picky about how you let other people's emotions affect you. It's like you have like a higher level of take no bullshit. Even if you accidentally, if you're tired and you might accidentally take that bullshit, you learn to cut it off pretty quickly. And I think that's it. My 5-minute nap at the back of my mind is done. I was like doing this just because I'm really sleepy. But that's exactly what I needed. I just need to feel relaxed. Because even right now, like, I'm leaning on my chair, on this high chair. I did not have coffee. But today is a video day. I'm gonna talk about all the things that I wrote down as notes. I'm pretty happy that I come to this conclusion with you guys, where I shared that you no longer let other people provoke you. I think there's many ways to heal. Okay, you can use crystals, you can use you can hire people who do spells or candle magic or protection things, but the most permanent healing or the most permanent protection is you relying on your own mind. When you heal, when you have like a person who's coaching you to heal you, to get you to that point of time or space or present moment where you are in control of your own response to the world. How you respond to people who wanna invite you to work with their shadow, and you're like, I know where this is going. I don't wanna be your partner in helping you heal your shadow. I don't have that strength in me to wanna give a shit. And if you try to move your negative emotions into my energy field, I'm learning to cut it off, because I'm learning to pick and choose with my knowledge that the energy that makes me feel confused and the feeling that makes me feel something's off, I learn to already learn who my shadow is, and my shadow already learned that I've healed so much bullshit from my inner child, that my inner child learns that what is my priorities not being affected by other people's insecurities. And when my priorities are not being affected by other people's insecurities, I have a goal, I have an energy that I want to use my energy to do something productive for my life, so that I would bring happiness to moments of my life where I would benefit from nurturing myself, from taking care of myself, from bringing myself positive energy, from just like finally not giving a crap about other people's problems when they don't respect or care, or they're just not a person who is able to have a respectable relationship with you. And you learn to cut this energy off. No more games, because you're just not going to go there. So I think that's about it from me to all of you. I hope if you need some clarity about how the evil eye affect you, this could be an answer. If you want somebody to help heal your inner child so that you can build that inner peace and you have that strong, sharp mind of awareness, you can have like a session with me. If you check my website, you can read through how the session is done, and then schedule a time with me if you want. And the light language that I can part with you before I end this video is in English. You're not responsible for people's unsatisfied lives, so you don't have to feel like you need to give up parts of your satisfied life for other people's unsatisfied life. You're not responsible for other people's happiness, so start living like the only person who's responsible for your happiness is you. So only you can do what it takes to make you happy, even if some of the actions that you need to do is being sabotaged by others. Believe seriously in the deepest fiber being of your soul that you can build a life that has happiness, even if the people around you just hate you so completely that they wanted you to kill yourself and they want you to suicide. I'm sorry that I didn't put a trigger warning, but trigger warning, we're talking about suicide. I actually remember something. I don't think my high school knew that I was suicidal, and I did cut myself And if I were to kind of like not walk myself to the clinic, I would probably bleed to death when I was 17. Was that 17? Yeah, I think I was 17. I think it was like the climax of like the evil eye from my own family member when I was 16. Like, I wouldn't put up with the verbal abuse, so I got up and left, but that person wasn't happy, and that person got my dad to like beat me up until I cried for God. And that was like, and I kind of like vomit the whole night. I had fucking migraine, I vomit, couldn't sleep. And it happened in the end of 2004, and then the beginning of 2005. My parents don't stay at home, and I don't want to go to school, and I almost kind of like flunk out of school. And then you know what, I actually did go to the counselor, and the counselor is actually a fucking pig, because he revealed like personal information to the religious teacher woman, and then they made fun of me when I visited after senior year ended, like 2006. 2005 was my last year at high school. 2006 I went back to go and pick up my exam certificate, which without my teacher's help I passed all of the papers. Before that, my papers were all like F. I fucking flunked all of it. But about 2.5 months, I cut myself, and then I got myself stitches, and then the doctor called that person, and then she was like even if I want to feel pain, she would make it all about her, you know. Like, you guys have no idea that society is fucked. People like this exist. It makes me want to turn into a psychopath. And I think I don't know if some people actually turn into a psychopath because of their family abuse, but I definitely felt like I'm on the crossroad of really becoming evil, because I'm like, I don't know how to be a good person anymore. I don't know how to be a nice person anymore. But when it comes to a time for me to be evil, I'm like, I don't have the heart to be evil. So I didn't end up becoming an evil person, because I don't have the heart to be evil. But some people have the heart to be evil, and they become evil people. And then they attack people with the evil eye, and then they have all this hateful energy. They start to attack people's energy field, and then they try to steal people's energy from them. So there's actually another thing that I want to talk about. Draft. Be okay with taking out space, so I'll talk about this after this. Be okay with taking up space is about feeling free to be yourself in the room of people who hate you or something like that. So we'll talk about that after I take a break, and that's it. All these notes. Okay, so guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you appreciate this share. I worked very hard to come to this point of time where I'm like, okay, let's do this. Let's go and make one video. And then later I'm gonna do another video. So thank you for your support. If you want to have a session, let me know. Email me. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, because I want to come back to YouTube and do more videos so that I can, uplift more people who have broken spirit. And I've been there. I had my fucking spirit broken, and I'm gonna share with you how I built myself back up. And see you on another video. My name is Meredith Mindrose. I'm a universal healer and a peace visionary. Take care. I'll see you again soon. Bye.